Healthy snacks are something we could use to keep hunger at bay, to keep you satisfied, and to avoid binges when you're trying to stick to a diet, lose fat, lose weight, or even gain muscle, whatever the case is. But it's never as simple as just telling you, hey, use this food, try this snack, have this snack. But instead, I'm gonna give you some good guidelines to go off of so that you can actually pick and choose the perfect snacks that you can have that are healthy. So let's get into it. What's going on YouTube? I'm John Mango and I'm back again repping Beyond the Iron, where I drop weekly fitness content on this channel to get you to those fitness goals faster and more enjoyably. So if you're interested in doing so, consider hitting the subscribe button. As a matter of fact, don't even consider it, just go for it. At the end of the video, I'm gonna give you some actual specific examples and some things I like to have, as well as the reasoning behind them, so stay tuned for that. But first, I just wanna break down the categories of snacks and how to pick and choose the best and healthiest ones for yourself. So let's go through the categories. The first one is the very easiest, most simplest category of them all. That's going to be vegetables, okay? Vegetables, why? Because micronutrient dense, very low in calories. You can have more volume with less calories. And ultimately, that's a big reason why people want these healthy snacks. You see, as I've preached in the last 350 videos that I've created, flexibility is king. You can eat technically any food. You can have a donut and it doesn't have to be an unhealthy snack by any means, so long as you fit it in the calories and macros. However, of course, it's very hard to do that and stick to it. And so when people say healthy snacks, they're typically referring to, correct me if I'm wrong, snacks with less calories and more volume, more nutrients, things that's not gonna allow them to binge, or I guess in a lot of ways, things that don't taste good enough to make them wanna eat more of it. Because if you have too much of something that's healthy, you're still gonna get unhealthy and fat from eating too much of it. So with that said, veggies are always gonna be king here because, well, they are the epitome of healthy foods, right? More volume, less calories. What are the chances you're gonna binge on veggies? Literally like zero. So veggies are a great option, and those should always be your go-to when looking for a healthy snack. But of course, veggies are boring, so let's move on to the next category, which isn't that much more fun, but it is still, and that's fruits, okay? Now, despite people worrying about the sugar in fruits, don't get caught up in the hype, okay? Sugar in fruits is not bad. It is actually amazing for you. And if you want to argue that, just check out the video I've made covering that specifically with all the science behind it right there. Don't worry about the sugar in fruit. It's good for you. And again, just like in veggies, fruits are high volume, low calories. Not so much as veggies. That's why they're taking the top 2 category here, but they're still amazing. And again, you're likely not going to binge enough, at least, on fruits to make it unhealthy. So those are going to be your next go-to. After veggies and fruits, I would actually look to fat sources to snack on. I'm not talking about unhealthy processed fats. I'm talking about the avocado, the peanuts, the almonds, the walnuts, you know, the cashews, the peanut butter. That type of stuff is great for a snack, but there's a huge caveat there. Of course, they are higher in calories, much higher than the veggies and fruits. That's something you need to keep in mind, and the only way to actually keep those into the healthy category is by tracking the calories. I definitely recommend, when it comes to these, pulling the scale out and making sure you know how much you're having, because it is extremely easy to overeat on these fats. That said, the reason why I'm including them in the top 3 spot is because even if you have a little bit of them, because they have so many calories and they're fats, so they digest slower, they're actually good at keeping you fuller for a long period of time. So it can actually hold you over for the day. So let's say you're out on the road and you've weighed out and made sure you only had a specific amount of fats. That's actually great because you're, 1, gonna hold the calories at bay like you need to, but 2, you're actually gonna be satisfied for a long period of time until it's time for that next meal, which is going to minimize chance of cravings and binging from you being so hungry that you're looking for something else to eat, whether it be a fast food place or whatever the case is. So that's why fats take the 3rd spot. Next up after that is going to be bars, right? Low calorie type bars. This is my favorite snack to have, and I'll give you some practical examples like I said at the end, mostly because bars, these packaged foods, they're very easy to scan and track, right? Also, there's so much variety. You can find lower calorie bars anywhere, and they help with the sweet tooth craving. So bars, they're only 4th on the list because those other 3 mentioned beforehand are better when it comes to, you know, society's definition of what a healthy snack is. But with that said, bars are great because you can keep track of them, and if you can hold yourself off from having too many of them, they'll be a great snack for you to have on the go or whatever the case may be. Last but not least is going to be shakes, okay? Shakes are great because you can actually have all of the categories aforementioned. So you can have categories 1 through 4 added into that shake for a great snack. Of course, there's gonna be a little bit more calories, but it could be somewhat of a snack between meals that's gonna hold you over for a long period of time. Not only that, again, because you have full control of the ingredients within it, it's very easy to track and manipulate to make sure it's fitting within your calories and macros. So with that said, if you stayed until this point, comment healthy gains down below so I know who the real MVPs are. I'm gonna take you through a couple of my favorite snacks and one bonus here, okay? So for fats, these are my go-tos. Actually, let me go in order here. For veggies, let me go ahead and grab this. Veggies for me is carrots all day. These are gonna be one of my ultimate favorites because they taste pretty good to me. And again, they are so low calories, it's hilarious. Other than this, veggies wise, cucumbers are probably next up on the list, but you know, just snacking on carrots is great. A lot of people like snacking on celery. That's even lower calorie, and I think it's a great idea. I just personally don't like the taste of it so much. And people are inevitably gonna ask, oh, are beets okay? Is this veggie okay? Is that veggie okay? Look, it's a veggie. So yes, I'm talking about any and all veggies are okay. Again, so long as you don't overeat on them, which I don't know how you would or why you would, and so long as you're not going over the calories, right? Next is fruits. Some of my favorites here. I've got something I eat every day, which is a banana. I've got apples. I also like berries, like strawberries, okay? Specifically frozen strawberries that I like to put in a shake that I'll mention later. So those are my favorites. And again, if you're wondering, well, what about this fruit? What about dates? Somebody asked me about dates. I was like, is a date a damn fruit? Then yes, it's okay. Okay, now we're gonna talk about the fat sources. My favorite is walnuts. Those are my go-to. Almonds are actually the lowest calorie nuts, I believe. So if you like almonds, those are a good option as well, but these provide amazing benefits. All nuts really do. But I always make sure to pull up my scale when I'm having these because it is too easy to overeat on these. So be careful, but again, they will hold you over. I also like having dark chocolate as my fats source. Again, it's not tasty enough, at least for me, that I'm ever gonna wanna binge on that stuff, and it holds me over for a long period of time. Now for bars, I like the Nature Valley Crunch bars. Actually, this is empty because I just finished it. These are pretty good. Even though they're a little bit higher in calories, they do have some healthy fats and carbs in them, and they taste great. And it's easy to only have one and hold off and also be able to hold you over until the next meal. Nature Valley is good, but a very good bar that I highly recommend is what's called Carb Killers. I'll put a picture of it on the screen. These are amazing because, well, yeah, they almost have no carbs, very, very low calories in them, and they taste amazing. So do these, but Carb Killers are definitely ones that I recommend and enjoy myself as well. Honestly, things that are more like natural, like Cliff Bars are great as well, okay? Again, just keep in mind the calorie counts, which is easy to know because it's on the back of the box. Next up, for my shake, I like having my Power Shake, which actually includes some of these foods in them. I've got things like oats, I've got the dark chocolate. I actually like to put in my shakes often. I like to put spinach, which is obviously in the veggie category, and it's only about 400 calories, and it can hold you over for a very long period of time. So I'm gonna link this up in the cards up top here. Check out the shake if you're interested in that one, and I also give you some other recipes that you can use to work off of that one in case you need less calories or in case you want more. Last but not least, one of my favorite snacks with a bonus is this right here. This is a mini wheats cereal. So this is a type of cereal, but it's not your typical cereal, okay? This literally has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ingredients, okay? And whole grain wheat, like that's the main ingredient here. These are very, very low in sugar, very high in fiber and good carbs, and they're just very good because they can hold you over for a long period of time. Again, you can track very well because it's got a barcode, of course, and I have these almost every single day because they just taste good. They don't taste amazing, but they taste good enough, and they have a lot of volume in them, so I can eat a lot of it, enjoy it, and it's gonna hold me over for a long period of time. So that's a little bonus there. Lots of fiber, also fills you up just like fats would. That's it for the video, guys. I hope that you found these healthy snacks helpful, and let me know in the comments below what other snacks you enjoy, or if you want to see any other videos similar to the topic of this one, if you want me to go more in detail about this or anything like that, drop them below and I'll be sure to answer and make a video on it ASAP. Other than that, like the video if you enjoyed it, dislike so I can roast your ass, comment, share, and subscribe because I'm dropping videos every damn week and you don't want to miss them. I'm out.